Libya's morality police is back. Guys, we got new morality police just dropped. New mandatory hijab just dropped. Personal freedom does not exist here. In a troubling shift towards religious authoritarianism, Libya's government and national unity has announced plans to reinstate morality police patrols in Tripoli starting in December of 2024. Interior Minister Emad al-Trabelsi's announcement revealed sweeping new restrictions on personal freedoms, including mandatory hijabs for women and girls as young as 9, restrictions on women's travel without male guardians, and bans on gender mixing in public spaces. In a stark declaration, al-Trabelsi dismissed concerns about personal liberty, saying personal freedom does not exist here in Libya, and suggesting that those that seek such freedoms should go to Europe. If you want that personal freedom bullshit, go to Europe. The morality police will have broad powers to enforce these regulations, including the authority to shut down non-compliant businesses like barbershops and shisha bars. This development has deeply divided Libyan society, with some supporting this measures as protection of cultural norms against westernization, while others argue the resources would be better spent addressing the country's pressing issues of political instability and social services in a nation still grappling with the aftermath of its 2011 NATO-backed uprising. Oh my lord. Armin, did you hear about this?
No, I'm hearing it from you. This is, yeah, this is. By the way, somebody saying, why did you clap for this, guys? Our standards for not for clapping before every news segment is that if anybody died, okay, so nobody died, so we you know, that's what our standard is. But okay, so things are going backwards in Libya as well. So where are the countries now that we have morality police? We have Iran, we have Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia. I know they were removing. Did they completely remove the morality police, or they just reduced their influence? So Saudi Arabia has removed the morality police, or are they still there? So now
That's not
Libya
entirely
has
clear to me,
apparently.
'cause then it's also like, who does the morality police actually enforce upon? Like, in the UAE, like, they definitely still have a lot of laws that are based on Sharia, but they just don't apply to foreigners. They only apply to actual Emiratis. You know what I mean? There's, like, weird scenarios like that. So in Saudi, with how much they're trying to get foreign tourism in
Okay,
and stuff, it might just only be applicable to Saudis. It's hard to tell.
so Saudi. I just here's the actual. So Saudi Arabia has not abolished its morality police, officially known as the I don't care. However, significant reforms have been implemented to curtail their authority. Okay, so apparently their authority has been reduced, but they're still there. So I want to see which countries have morality police. That's an interesting thing to find out.
Um, yeah, so it
But
remains
do
to
you,
be seen, like, if and how this will be introduced based on some of the reading I was looking into. So, for those who are not familiar, Libya's government is split in half right now. And the government that this is happening under is the government of national unity, which is the Libyan government that is actually supported by the United Nations. And so it's within this government that this interior minister is now deciding to bring back morality police and bring back mandatory hijab. A lot of people are very upset about this. They're saying that this is going to make the division in the country a lot worse. That there is a lot of diversity within Libya and how they practice, and that veiling is a specific practice that not everyone does. Um, so this could cause a lot of friction around that point. And but based on some of the reading that I was looking at, a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but some analysts are saying that this is actually kind of a pet project of this interior minister, because he wants to be relevant and try to like basically boost up his power, or help knock down the power of some of his political rivals that are women. So I've seen some analysis about why, some other ulterior motives behind what's going on. But of course, on the front, it's all the standard talking points about we need to protect our culture. We can't have westernization. It's destroying Libyan society. We need strict Islamic morals. We're going back to mandatory hijab. Um, all this stuff.
Mm, interesting. So this is a political. It's usually always like, well, not always, but usually a political reason behind the religious excuses people have. Religious is like used as a weapon. But so the countries that have morality police are Iran, Saudi Arabia. So apparently Saudi Arabia did not abolish it; they just removed their authority, but they still have it. Afghanistan, Malaysia, Nigeria, Sudan, Indonesia, Brunei, and now Libya is also on the list. Great. I'm just, by the way, it's not great.
Yeah.
Just there. What are the comments D has highlighted for us? What is this?
This person is saying cults that treat women like possessions attract violent men.
By the way, this account, guys, be careful. I see so many people think that this is an actual Mossad account.
Yeah.
It's both on the Persian side on social media and on the English side. I see Telegram accounts or Instagram accounts or Twitter accounts like, oh, Mossad said this, Mossad said that. I'm like, wait, really? Mossad said this? And then I go look at their source, and it is this Twitter account. Guys, just because it has a blue check mark, it doesn't make it an official Mossad account. And everybody can get a blue check mark, okay? Just be careful. This Mossad commentary account is not actually a Mossad official Mossad account, okay? So just be careful with that. What is this? Lower or here?
Wait, scroll down a little bit. So this person is saying after the Americans set foot somewhere, Islamism is born. Weird. Like drawing a connection between the NATO-backed uprising.
They think United States is actually spreading Islamism. These are conspiracy theories. What is this one?
Yeah, and then I actually think this is very interesting. It's telling how captured the UN by Islamic countries that this is the government they support out of the two options.
Interesting. Well, actually, it's more complicated. Libya is so fucking complicated, guys. We could basically do 6 or 7 hours about the political situation in Libya. It's so fucking crazy. Even people, guys, it's not just crazy by average people standard, where they like look at something politically in another country, like, okay, this is actually too much. It's actually the level of crazy that political analysts are just like, okay, this is so fucking complicated. Even for political analysts, the situation in Libya, the number of foreign actors involved, like, you have to have a diagram to be able to follow the shit that is happening in Libya right now.
Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do! And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.